Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Fate Stay Night. So, apparently, I was super correct that this is was a bit of a naughty scene at first. And I think after this scene ends, whether it's at the end of this part, or whether it's in the middle of the part, I don't know how long it's going to take. Who knows how quick it'll be. You never know with Shiro, am I right? I think I will read the original, not on camera, and give you my reactions after. But for now, let's start with something very different instead.
Saber もいいか。俺の魔術回路を移植するってことなんだが。
はい。それがマスターの判断なら。
So again, this is like we were told before. No, magic circuit, that's to a person. You can't transfer it because it's given from one family member to another. So, like, could you do this to a stranger? Could you just give them your circuit and continue the bloodline? There's questions. Her voice does not contain affirmation or denial. But her eyes look as if they're in regret. I guess Tosaka's going to prepare us for the transplant. I don't know how from the first place, so I leave it to Tosaka.
まずはセイバーからね。シロは魔術回路をオンにしたまま、できるだけ心を乱さないように待機していて。
I mean, even without it being what we think it is quite, you could almost make it into a metaphor. Except it's not a metaphor if it's actually just a replacement for the actual thing, is it, huh? I close my eyes and turn over the artificial nerve in my body. I can turn the circuit on and off without a problem thanks to Tosaka, but... Ooh, it's getting a bit fuzzy. A red flower entangles itself with a white flower. Tosaka gets on top of Saber, who cannot move. Guys, am I playing the right version? And casually, brazenly moves her fingers across Saber's slender body.
待て、トサカ。お前、セイバーに何をする気だ？
何って、セイバーにもリラックスしてもらおうと思って。セイバーが力を抜いてくれないと成功率が下がっちゃうし。
You sure you're not gonna get her more excited?
ああ、そういうことか。悪い、続けてくれ。
Inner Shiro's just like, yes!
ええ、それじゃあ服を脱ぎましょうか、セイバー。
は？
いちいち驚かないの。脱ぐって言っても一部だけよ。魔術回路の移植は精神と体の融合よ。できるだけ接触を多くして遮蔽を少なくしなきゃいけないでしょ。
This is still pretty on point. Tosaka's serious and calm. The only ones flustered are Saber and I.
待ってください、リン。それでしたら自分ででき。腕を上げるのも辛いくせに強がらないで。はあ、それともエミヤくん、マスターの責務としてセーバーを自分で脱がせたいとか。
You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. I stop myself before I can call her an idiot. With the joke aside, that's something I'm not suited to do. I can't stay composed if I have to do such a thing.
すまない、そっち任せた。
よろしい。そういうわけだから白も脱ぎなさい。は、上着脱ぐだけでいいから。下まで全部脱いだら殺すからね。
I was just gonna say, and then he starts taking his pants off too, and she's like, Why are you doing that? I can't tell if she's serious or joking. Anyway, it seems I need to take off as much clothing as I can to come in contact with her. This is so on point, huh?
白、お願いです。しばらく背を向けていていただけないでしょうか。
She's nervous.
わかった。準備ができたら言ってくれ。
Remember before when she was like, "No, I don't care. It's who cares? I'm in a bath towel or fully nude in the original version." I turn around, take my shirt off, and fold it up. I even fold the sleeve so I can put it in a drawer if I wanted to, and try to hide my nervousness.
大丈夫、セイバー。はい。だいぶ楽になりましたが。
I have to calm down. I try to suppress my fear while acknowledging how hard the transplant of the magic circuit is and how much loss and pain the process involves. This is just a passing point. The thing I should be scared of is the fight against Berserker after this.
いいわよ、シロ。
あ
Well, that is a lot tamer than I expected. Saber's skin is like new fallen snow or marble. With the front of her blouse hanging open, Saber is so beautiful it bordered on profane. I suddenly forgot to breathe and die. Bad end. I've seen her skin before, but the Saber in bed right now is unlike any Saber I've ever seen. He obviously doesn't go through the merch section on amyamy.com, you know what I'm saying? It's because of the weird tension. With myself aside, Saber's acting strangely too. Before, she was acting normally even when I saw her skin.
シロ、こっち。
And Rin's just there watching.
ここに上がってセイバーに覆いかぶさって。
You're just gonna say it plainly, huh? It feels like I'm moving a borrowed body. I'm walking to the bed, but stepping on the rubble doesn't feel realistic.
セイバー、同調までは私がやるわ。それからあとはあなたにお願いするけど、持っていきすぎないように注意して。少なければ少ないほど、シロの負担は減るから。
Are we sure we're playing the right version? Because this is pretty...
わかりました。お願いします。リン。
The conversation doesn't come into my head. I have my hands full on steadying my breath. We get even closer. We're so close that our skin is almost touching. I feel her weak breath. I support myself with my arms, and my body is too close to her.
変革準備。実質。棒が接続開始。
Really? We're gonna use the word union? Okay. Her spell starts. I shake off useless thoughts and clear my mind so I can sympathize with Saber.
小さく。小さく。小さく。
I mean,
小さく。
it'll get better, okay? Come on.
円環航路開始。
The only thing I can see is Saber's face. She's already in meditation. I can't keep my eyes open forever. I close my eyes reluctantly.
大きく。大きく。大きく。大きく。
I can't keep a straight face during this, I'm sorry.
愛の行動。連続閉鎖。
Like, there's some symbolism here. My senses are becoming vague. The sense of floating that I feel every night when I constructed the magic circuit. The feeling of my mind escaping my body and being flung away. But it goes in the opposite direction this time. It usually goes out my back, but my mind is escaping out of my chest right now. The 5 senses are functions of the body. My sense of hearing should go away since I'm out of my body. But my ears are hearing Saber's breathing sharper than before. The gentle breathing is starting to become lively. The sound of the rapidly beaten heart. The sound of blood flowing through the veins. I slip out of the shell called Emiya Shiro and slide into her butt. They're not even trying to hide it, are they, for this version, huh? There he goes! My mind sinks even deeper. I converge, swirl, shrink, and become a crystal to enter her. Just gonna charge up a crystal, bro? Wanna go charge up a crystal, bro? The beat, warmth, breath. I touch her mind, not her body. Right, okay, bud. Okay, bud.
シロ。
A voice like a bell. I answer the voice. My mind completely breaks away from my body. Whoa. My senses completely transform. I have no arms, legs, or self. I run naked. I mean, it's right there, guys. It's right there. It feels like I'm running back in time. Okay. It rather feels like I'm being left behind. Whoa, okay. It accelerates. Body, personality, order, law. I become a dart and Guys, it says, like, what? Is this a metaphor? Are we just on a metaphor train? Penetrate through numerous barriers between boundaries of individual. This is just symbolism. They're doing it. Sparks fly from the circuit. The sensation of reaching the speed of light freezes me. Whoa, like, look! Whoa, okay. That was the digital world. We're in Digimon the movie. It's as if passing by human life in a second. Is that him naked? There he is. He's going down. Okay. The concentrated life is heavy and therefore cruel. No matter how the life is, it passes in an instant. It's unbearable to stare at it direct on. Therefore, my emotion is anesthetized. Like it's anesthesia. I can't handle this word right now. It's frozen. This is what it's like to go on a journey with only the mind. Yeah, I've seen Doctor Strange, my dude. I realized what an excellent insurance the weight called the body was. Visualization of the foundation of magic. Digitalization of Digitalization of human. I was making a joke about the digital world, my dude. Several hundred organs are connected using several billion connections. The infinite complex pattern is a highway made of simple repetitions. What is going on? I have absolutely no idea. The distant future that eventually is. It's like a vehicle going through an illuminated city without any life. Here, the present time passes by at light speed. Yo, I'm gonna bet the original version was much more straightforward. Eternity in an instant. I pass through the final boundary. Beyond this is inside her. I will see the magic circuit owned by the existent called Arturia. This is wild, yo. Did Rin slip us something? Okay, now we're in Earthbound. The change is extreme. The fast world filled with light is cut off in an instant. It's dark and heavy here. Pressure compresses my outline. The air is too dense and it feels as if I'm underwater. My body is slowly sinking, accompanied by pain as if squashed by a strong force. The path is deep and I can't see the bottom. It feels like I'm falling through massive darkness into an even denser darkness. Advanced darkness. The fact that I instantly went past thousands of miles feels like a lie. Now, I'm suffering for an eternity to go a mile. I feel no hope nor light ahead. Is this really Saber's magic circuit? It's greatly different from mine. They say the shape of the magic circuit and the number of paths are different for each person, but this is different. It's not about scale or ability. It seems Saber's magic circuit is fundamentally different from that of Omega's. Oh, it's a cave. The path rumbles. Each time my small self is almost crushed. I don't know what kind of magic circuit Saber has, but I know now that the sympathizing spell is working. This isn't a failure. This place is dark and heavy unlike Saber, but this isn't an impure place. It's so full of life. The flowing air is blood and also a swirl of magical energy. I realize that I've forgotten to breathe. It may be because there's no need to. The sinking is painful, but not life-threatening. I look up at the darkness I fell through, and it feels like a distance I can't go back. First of all, I can't see anywhere in this darkness. Even a slow fall seems infinite. This is the wildest ride. I did not expect to go on a metaphysical journey like this so soon. I mean, I expected it, but not so soon. The weight of the air changes. The speed of descent decreases even more. I narrow my eyes at the brightness of the darkness. There's an end to this infinite path. Well, I mean, that's a bit of an oxymoron, my dude. I feel Saber's warmth and breath. That's the final destination. That's where the foxes are playing without items on. I reach the source of Saber's magic circuit, the mental world, and her scent. Ooh, there we go. But the scenery is beyond my understanding. The core of a star. The embodiment of fire that breathes deep underground is here. Oh, okay. Not a sound. The red surface of the lake is swirling, but stays silent without splashing around. A huge shadow is in the bottom of the lake. Oh, it's a dragon! Okay, that makes sense. King Arthur, dragons. I mean, the lake itself is a reference to the Lady of the Lake and all that, but dragon. The Eye of Fire perceives the small intruder. A foreign body is still a foreign body, even if its master allowed it inside. In this core, my mind is only a piece of trash that disturbs its function, or a piece of wood to light the fire. I swallow my breath that I do not need. I stare at the full scenery. This is Saber's magic circuit. Her heart that exceeds humans and is fundamentally different from ours, which is imagined from lines and circuits. The place is a reactor core. If Omegas's body is a machine which creates magical energy, this place is a factory which creates magical energy. But the core is inactive. The starting key to make the core turn, the source of energy to provide the first turn, is not there. There is such a great amount of magical energy and an enormous magical core, but there isn't enough magical energy to activate the core. It rises to the surface, the stalled sea of gasoline. No matter how much undiluted magical energy there is, it's meaningless without a fire to burn it. It doesn't matter how small the fire is. The core will resume activity once the path to the magical energy is connected. For that, a thing transcending human knowledge awakens. The many paths running across the lake swirl up. The red atmosphere shoots up and becomes pillars. Or is this how it is inside a thundercloud? Dragon! Yo, but that's rad and unexpected. The raging sound of the waves is so huge that I already cannot perceive them with my hearing. Just like how something so huge cannot be seen, its roar is just like silence. Oh my goodness, that is dope. The thing appearing from within the blazing core is an embodiment of all the threats to mankind. Yo, listen to this Monster Hunter theme. Look at this Monster Hunter monster. Look at Val Hazak fire variant. That is dope. It is. Guys, I can feel it. I got goosebumps. I got them goosies. It has been said the king is a red dragon symbolizing Britain. Okay, did not expect Britain to get brought up here again. The child of the sacred star, carrying phantasmal blood in a human body. Yo, that's a good word. Dragon! The symbol, fear, and king of the numerous phantasmal beasts. Appearing sometimes as evil, and sometimes as godlike, the highest of all beings. That is what is in Saber's unconscious. It is an absurd, true nature that is appropriate for the best servant. The cauldron is opened. The two brutal fangs fill my vision. Resistance is meaningless. A mere human cannot defend against it. A mere human's intelligence cannot think of running away. Ah. It must have been that hungry. With bloodshot eyes, it bites down on food that is as small as dust and... Yo, okay, well that's rough. Eradicates all words. That's rough, dude. Come to think of it, why isn't food on the table alive? What? It doesn't even need to be said. It cannot bear if it's alive. It cannot bear it if it's alive. We know that food is better fresh, but it's still dead because it's too cruel to keep it alive. In short, despite appearances, edible meat preserves the dignity of life, even in metaphysical death. This dude out here thinking about food and cooking. Screams and rage boil up. I forget who I am and roar like a beast. I appeal my pain. Hatred builds up. I resist with bare sensation. As I'm bitten on, I beg for mercy like a sinner being crucified. Whoa, Earthbound! My senses vanish. I drop all goals and meanings. Keeping sanity here is as distant as the time of creation. This is the best, like, elder god thing I've read. It's like H.C. Lovecraft, but not incredibly racist. If you don't know what I mean, look up his cat's name. Excessively powerful pain and pressure. And the instant I can only perceive this creature as a monster. There I was, being vored by Saber herself. Well, I was making a joke, but it might be true. I recall her figure. Hanging her head, believing that I can withstand this hell. And she's naked. I recall the meaning of this pain. I exhilarate the sigh of this anguish. I fully realize why I came to this place. I breathe out and stop resisting. The one I should fight against is not the dragon's fangs, but the pain within me. I didn't come here to get away from the pain. I'm here to save her from pain and to answer the trust she kept many times. Thus, as I cannot fight, I'm here to give her the best answer I can give. There's no Hey, title screen music. There's no pain I can describe anymore. I'm not reaching out to my destroyed senses. I stay quiet, as if I'm asleep, and sharpen my senses. Eternity is an instant here. If that is the case, I can stay conscious if I can withstand the pain even for an instant. Alright, then I have no fear. I shall dedicate this pain to you, the one who is fighting. Yo, did our magic circuit just stab the dragon? Or did it fuel the dragon? Did it throw it upon it like an evolution item in a gacha game? Pain disappears in an instant. The red dragon is gone and my consciousness rises. Did I grow light because I lost some of it? Or did it grow light? As if returning to the surface, I get away from the core against my will. Wait, I have to check something before that. Yo, dragon, you okay, dog? Oh, how warm. The core is burning golden with a low sound. The delicate magic circuit is glowing with all the colors of the rainbow, restarting the circulation. The fire has been lit. Even though I may be an amateur magus, I was able to fulfill my role as her master. Ah, there's that actual title theme melody. I surrender my body to the soaring wind. What was that one? I catch a glimpse of a distant memory. A figure holding a sword, and a figure dancing in the field. Which did I find familiar? Wowie, wow, wow, wow. I feel the sun on my eyelids and open my eyes slowly. Okay, this is definitely a part. Okay, because I'm super curious. Let's go on to a bad website and see if I can find what the original scene was like. Hello everyone. I'm back. Someone really, really, really nice on Tumblr decided to upload a mostly text-based kind of a text let's play of just the naughty bits, and I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm not a prude at all, but that's embarrassing. It's bad. It is a great thing it was removed. This is way, because I got to this point right here. Nothing as cool as what happened here happens. I thought it was going to be like, it happens and then this happens with the dragon. It's like, no, man. No, instead it's just, it's really bad. And like, doesn't make sense. So I don't recommend that at all. At all. Like, I'm it was the Rialto Nua like new translation of it but it's still not good. How do I put this without going into too much detail and getting demonetized here? So okay, well, one person did point out that it's not even written by him. It's written. It's like one of the parts of the text Let's Play pretty much said, Nasu didn't write these, right? And I'm like, yeah, you can tell because it doesn't make any sense. And even for what it is, it's not very good. Like Rin, for this thing to work, you don't gotta touch Saber's butt like that. Oh yeah, Rin gets in, but the scene where where Rin gets on top, and so when they zoomed in there, no, they were using that art. There was like, and I looked at it all, and it's just bad. This was way cooler. So, all in all, my review of that one scene from the uncensored version is, boy, I've never seen a censored version be so much better. I'm not gonna link it. You can find it yourself if you'd like. I guess no, I'm not even gonna say because that could get me in trouble. But that is intrigue. Like I know I said I'm embarrassed, but I'm more fascinated that was forced to be put in because it's so bad. I could imagine someone playing up this whole game so far and being like, yeah. And like, how long are we into this? We are in, yo, that dragon was dope. If I save, and then I exit back to the main menu. Sorry, no, exit. How do I go to the main menu? There's a main menu button. No, I don't want to quit the game. How do I config? No, there's a way to go to the menu. Return to top. There we go. It's like I've been playing for how long? I say as I can't navigate menus. I've played for more than 24 hours. I've been playing for like 27 hours, and I could imagine being so disappointed by that. But let's finish up here. I also need to close the incognito browser. I don't want that in my history at all. Plus, I had to read through a bunch of different pages there, and yeah, that will just definitely negatively affect what Google's search algorithms are for me. So, anyways, let's finish up here. I feel the sun on my eyelids and open my eyes slowly. I check my body with my dizzy mind. My limbs are still there. I don't feel any wound on my body. Maybe the pain went away when I endured it. My mental wound that could have been a trauma, not drama, I know that I kind of blend my D's and T's together, is healed as well.
Shiro.
I hear a weak voice from under me. Huh? The feeling of her soft skin instantly makes me realize who she is and what we're doing. Saber is lying on the bed with an untidy blouse, and Tosaka is curled up in his sleep. Tosaka's alright, but Saber has been under me dressed like this.
Saber.
I way prefer Spaghetti Lord Shiro.
はい。おはようございます、シロ。
An awkward greeting. Saber slowly gets up and fixes her blouse. Crap, we're conscious of each other and can't look each other in the eyes. Okay, like, okay, here's the problem though. Here's the problem. I'm thinking of what I just read, not what was actually before, and it doesn't make it better. No! No! Oh, I shouldn't have read it till the very end. Oh, I'm gonna slam my head into a desk until it pops like a balloon. It seems like Saber's back to normal. The frailness when I carried her here is gone now. Okay, the quicker we get away from this plot point, the quicker I can go back to living my life like a normal human being.
ですから服を着ていただけませんか、シロ。 その格好のままだと私もなぜか話しづらい。
I mean, at least they were able to write it in a way that it makes sense that they're now awkward and conscious of each other. But at the same time, this makes more sense than what happens in... Oh, that scene is so bad. I look down at myself.
そうか、そうだよな、そうだった。
I quickly reach out for my extremely folded up clothes. Tosaka folded up my clothes. No way, I'm the one who did it. Why did I fold up this much? You were a nervous boy. Oh, those would have been flashes to something else, I'm sure. I vividly recall the ritual last night. I sympathized with Saber and transplanted my magical circuit deep inside of her. It looks like Saber's back to normal, but what about me? What about me, dude? Tosaka said that my body and mind would not be able to handle losing the magic circuit, but there's no big damage, nor do I feel any big sense of loss. I'm a bit scared, but I check my magic circuit. I dread looking at how much of it is missed, but the fight against Berserker is waiting. I have to know the condition I'm in. Weird. The magic circuit is a bit dull, but I don't see any damage. It was bitten to pieces, but my magic circuit is still there. I guess there's nothing wrong with me to use the strengthening spell. The magic circuits I rarely used were probably taken away. Right, because they said, you're going to like he's remaking the magic circuit every time. So he has a bunch to give away. I only activate 1 to 4 circuits for strengthening. I can't use any large-scale spells, so I've never fully activated my circuits. It seems the magic circuits transplanted to Saber were those circuits I rarely used. I can still use the strengthening spell just fine. But my body's fatigue and dullness, as if I'm in water, is because my full ability is degenerated. In its place, I feel that I'm connected deep down to something important. I can't clearly tell where, but there's a weak link between Saber and I. I've obtained something big and warm in place of my lost circuits. A dragon. I hear Saber's apologetic voice from behind me.
シロの回路を得る際に必要最小限にとどめるよう努力はしました。ですが、その最低限の量ですら人から得るには多すぎた。もしやシロに消せない傷跡を残してしまったかと思うと、謝罪の言葉も見当たりません。
I'm like fine, man.
これは私の不覚です。私が書くも力足らずでなければ、シロには。
そんなことはない。セイバーは謝らなくていいんだ。そもそもの原因は俺が魔力の供給をできないでいてセイバーに迷惑をかけていたからだろ。でもそれもこれで解決した。これからはちゃんと魔力の供給ができる。ああ、これで本当に胸を張ってセイバーのマスターだって口にできる。
ですがシロ、
俺の魔術回路のことは気にしなくていいよ。どうせ使わないものみたいだし、むしろない方がすっきりする。
Saber doesn't look happy. Crap, I don't know what to say now. Saber's healed, and I survived in spite of losing my magic circuit. Saber's magic circuit, and the dream of light and wind in Saber's youthful days. And on top of that, we spent the night dressed like that. Calm down, calm down. That was a ritual for us to survive. I have to calm down. I may make a mistake in the oncoming fight like this. Her breath pauses and she lets out a voice. It seems Tosaka woke up.
おはようございます、リン。
よ、トサカ。おはよう。
God, Rin. See, out of that whole scene, the worst part was Rin. It has negatively affected my outlook on the character, and I hate that. Her hair moves and she raises her head. Tosaka's not a morning person, so she's like a different person right now.
Thank you, Tosaka. ちゃんと成功したぞ。
はい。私の魔力の補充はできました。ですがその代わりシロに。
いや、なくなったのは3割ぐらいだと思うから大丈夫。これくらいならなんとか。
3割ですか。なんとか最初にとどめたというのに、それでも3割とは。我がことながら、なんと強欲な。
強欲か。そうだな。腹ペコだったにしても、もう少し行儀よくしてほしかったな。
The awkward mood disappears since Tosaka joined in. now we're really back to normal.
そう。じゃあ、いいわね。
Chisaka yawns once again and stands up. The battle is near. Berserker and Ilyasfeel are waiting on the other side of the silent forest. We'll lose many significant things we exchanged last night unless we break through that hurricane of death. The connection with Saber created in my heart. To protect it, we have to defeat the strongest enemy. Interlude 11-1. Fate. And the battle between the two ends. They killed and exterminated each other with all their might, and it ended with the annihilation of the Red Knight. Ooh. Oh. Of course. Why was I thinking of Nero? The gorgeous hall is completely transformed. The floor is cracked in numerous places. Many walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed, and the smashed marble has scattered in the wind. The space between has been completely destroyed, leaving no trace of its former beauty. You can say it has also destroyed time, because the remains of destruction hide what the place looked like just 2 hours ago. In the middle of the destruction stands a suitable sculpture. It stands over 2 meters tall, looking like a figure of a man carved out of a large stone. It does not even need to be said. It is Ilyasfeel's servant, Berserker. The giant does not move. His body is dyed in red and filled with holes. There is no place on the giant's body that is not wounded. First, both his legs are almost melted. Second, there is the mark of the cut on his neck. Third, his arm is barely hanging from its elbow. Fourth, he is slashed from his shoulder to his groin. Fifth, a large amount of blood is gushing out from his chest. Sixth, his internal organs can be seen at his stomach. Berserker does not move. It is only natural. It is a corpse no matter how one looks at it. The battle itself has ended much earlier, but Berserker's master has forgotten to act as this result is too surprising and unexpected. She has to pursue her prey, but she is only looking at this scene in astonishment.
信じられない。何だったのよ。
That's the question, isn't it? She murmurs angrily. The battle that took place here was nothing but humiliation for her. Her servant is the most powerful. There should be only 1 or 2 servants to match Heracles, the most famous of all the heroic spirits. But Archer, a heroic spirit of unknown identity, has defeated him. That Red Knight has matched Berserker equally and has succeeded in killing Berserker. Oh, Berserker is dead, huh? Something no one has been able to do before. Such actions cannot be forgiven. For her, this is like being stabbed in the heart by a bug on the roadside. Sorry, I just imagined like a little fly landing on someone and just taking out a knife. The pride of a girl who considers herself the strongest cannot allow her to be cornered by someone who should be stepped on, begging for sympathy. Wait, what? Getting defeated 6 times. What does that mean? The sculpture does not answer. It might be unable to afford an answer, or perhaps it sees no need for one. Berserker just stands there and devotes himself to healing his wounds. The battle was too strange for him as well. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. That's pretty strong. No attack can affect his body unless it is of the highest grade, so he rarely takes wounds. In the Age of Gods, no one could scratch him after he had accomplished his great deeds. Oh, that's true. He did achieve the godlike immortality. But still, 6 times. Archer delivered a fatal blow 6 times. Oh! It does not even need to be said that every one of his attacks was by a different method. Even the greatest attacks cannot be effective on Berserker twice. If one seeks strangeness, that is the strange part. If Archer is a hero with such varied abilities, his true identity should have been clear. But his true identity still remained unknown even after his body was pulverized. What was really surprising was his way of being contradictory to that of a servant. A dim light grows in Berserker's eyes. If he had been summoned as a normal servant, he would have grieved that this battle deserved better. No matter who he really was, Archer was a rare great enemy. If he had not been mad, he could have matched sword techniques with Archer to his heart's content and passed a satisfying time. His master's voice echoes. With that, the small light of rationality vanishes. He is only a berserker now. His role is to defeat his opponents and to crush them as his master pleases.
傷は治ったの？バーサーカー！
He does not even need to answer. Wounds that are not fatal will be fully healed within few minutes. But restoring everything would take 3 days. Oh, that's good for us then, huh?
そんなに待てない。もういいわ。今すぐあいつらを殺しに行くわよ。
The giant silently objects. It is his instinct. Berserker has an intuition like Saber's when it comes to fighting. The enemies can certainly be mowed away easily, but it will be a different story if Servant Saber is recovered enough to use her noble phantasm. Berserker will not yield to a mere holy sword, but there is a small chance. His instinct tells him that if he is to fight that servant, he should engage her in perfect condition.
何よ。5つもあれば十分じゃない。あんな奴ら、ゴッドハンドなんかなくたって敵じゃないもの。
Okay, whoa, back this bus up. What is the God Hand? And I'm not... Okay. There's 3 God Hands that I know of. There is the God Hand weapon from Final Fantasy VII. There is the God Hand from God Hand, the Capcom video game. And then there's the God Hand from Berserk. If we're tying it into the 3rd, we're screwed.
それとも何？ここまで私たちをバカにした奴らを見逃してやるっていうの？バーサーカー。そうでしょ？誰一人として私の森からは逃がさないわ。うん。リンとセーバーはバーサーカーにあげるね。殺すなりもてあそぶなり好きにしていいわ。
The girl jumps down from the stairs. Through the rubble, she walks to the exit without a care for the bloody berserker. In that moment, the girl stops once, as if remembering something.
さあ、狩りを始めましょう、バーサーカー。だけど、セイバーのマスターは簡単に殺しちゃダメだよ。シローには一番ひどい死に方をさせてあげるんだから。
Yikes. Smiling, the girl leaves the castle. The sun should come up soon. The forest is like her yard. No matter where the prey are hiding, it should be no problem for her to find them. As her targets, they only have a few minutes of life remaining. Ooh, interlude out. And I think with that, we ourselves are going to call it apart. So, we're going to say, boy, that scene with Rin and Saber touching butts was bad. We'll see you next time for some more Fate Stay Night, everyone, where we take the battle to Berserker himself. Ciao.
You can push yourself to the limit, be strong.